Hey everybody, this is Trish Jones and I want to welcome you to episode 37 of Speak to Trish. And it is Tuesday, and so therefore it is Tech Tuesday. And today I'm going to be talking about the curse of over editing. Oh yeah, baby, yeah. We're talking about editing your podcast and editing your videos. Right now, I get it that we need to be professional online. I absolutely get it. We are professional people, whether you're a coach, a speaker, an author. If you are using audio in any type of business, right? In any type of business, if you're using audio and if you're using video to actually build your audience, yes, we absolutely have to remain professional. However, what does professional look like? Right? Because for some people, professional looks like perfectionism. And I think that either we use perfectionism as an excuse to not do what we are supposed to do, or it becomes like a inherent, what have I got written here? I wanted to say, what have I got written here? It's a perfectionist blockage, right, to your success, because we want everything to be so perfect. Now, let me be clear. I love doing podcasts, and I started doing these video podcasts as well, which I'm really enjoying. And this is Speak to Trish after all, right? There's a human element in there. I am human. And as I said, I completely get it that we need to be professionals in our job, but I am not a radio show host. I am not a talk show host, and I'm not a TV presenter. I'm none of those things, and I'm not trying to be any of those things. And even if I were, I would be doing it live. And so therefore, if I am speaking live, I don't have time to edit on cue, as it were. So am I saying that if you don't make a big mistake that you can't edit certain things out? Yeah, go ahead and do that. But, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you're perfect in terms of your audios and your videos that you are going to get more people listening and more people watching. And I know I mentioned Gary Vaynerchuk on a number of occasions, but I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk in terms of doing video, in terms of doing audio, because for me, the minute people started saying you had to be perfect, it was almost like I was so tense before I actually started the video rolling, or whilst I was doing the audio, that I was thinking, and I was thinking, I better not say and it was like being at Toastmasters again. And I didn't want to feel that way. And so in fact, I've actually trialed something recently where I'm not editing my videos, and I haven't been anyway. Since I've been using the Hangout software to do these videos, I've not been editing them. If I make a mistake where I say something wrong and I need to rectify it, you will see a speech bubble over the top that will say, change a figure, or I said so-and-so and I meant so-and-so, or whatever. Then I don't mind doing that. And in the audio, I can actually even change it in the audio. I can go back through the audio if I have made a factual mistake, and I can go and patch the audio. But otherwise, I was finding I was just so tensed up. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do what I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk actually said that every video and every audio that he outputs, it goes to you exactly as he has output it. So he doesn't go back and over edit and over edit and over edit. And I know that Gary has a big personality, and I love his big personality, but he's got more watchers than some people who have a polished audio and a polished video. And I know that some time ago there was a survey done, and it looked at the difference between the numbers of people who were watching a professional polished video compared to those people who just kind of got on and spoke. And the truth is, people preferred the human element. They preferred those unpolished videos. So I'm actually encouraging you to not let this curse of over editing get in your way of you doing what you need to do. Get out there and do your thing. There's a guy on YouTube called, now what's his, is it Moshan Mohammed or something? And he started off, right, where he's got a flip camera, and he is in his living room, and he lives on what you guys in America called project. I suppose here we would call it a council house. But he does quite well. But he said he lives in a project because he didn't want to take on a mortgage. And he's talking success. And he's there often in his hallway because the light is better, in his vest, his string vest. And often he sits in his truck. He's got a truck. He runs a burger van and apparently doing very, very well. And now I understand he's a YouTuber, right? So he gets paid by YouTube as well. But this guy comes on daily and he starts off, what's up YouTube? And he talks to everybody. And, sometimes it's kind of edgy stuff. But he's just very, very down to earth. And then he finishes off, he says, signing off. Whatever he does. Anyway, I can't even do it. I can't do it the way he does it. But he's built up a very good fan base on his YouTube channel. And people love watching him. He gets lots of comments. And as I said, he's now become a YouTuber. And he's got no background. Okay, I've put a plant in my background. I don't know what's going on with my videos lately. It's not as crisp as it was. And I've put my guitar back there as well. And you can see part of my picture. And I've opened up the bookcase so that you can see the books, because otherwise I'm in the fourth bedroom of my house, right? And so, I make the background look as pleasant as possible. If you can see the gray bar there, that's, and the arm coming out, that's my treadmill. Nothing I can do about that. I could perhaps move the camera to one way or another, but some people are just so perfect, and the background has to be perfect. This has to be perfect. And quite frankly, I'm saying if it's going to stop you doing what you need to do, getting your message out there, right? Getting your message out there in a human way, then hey, think twice about over editing. So my point that I'm trying to make is, if you feel like editing, then go do your editing, but otherwise do not let it get in the way. Just try it. Just do what I'm doing. I'm not even going to be editing my audio. I started off doing these where I wasn't editing the video, but I was going through and I was taking out some of the etc. out of the audio. If I'm actually doing a live radio broadcast, guess what? Again, I don't have time to edit on cue. And so people are getting me, all of me, the human element, raw Trish. And this is, after all, Speak to Trish. And Speak to Trish meaning, come on, be raw, come on, be real, come on, be you. And it's what I absolutely encourage, is for people to be 100% authentic. And so if being inauthentic by over editing is going to stop you doing what you're doing, then just do it raw, right? So that is my suggestion. If you've got any feedback on that, or if you've tried it and it's not worked, then let me know. Come over to speaktotrish.com and talk to me. Okay. So that's the end of episode 37. Don't be a over editing perfectionist. And I will see you on the next. I will see you. See, I've made a mistake again there, right? I could edit that out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as it is. See you on the next episode of Speak to Trish. Ciao for now. Bye.